Hello Pisces! Hello. Welcome to my channel, Adrian Nelson here with a general reading for you. Focus period is the 6th till the 22nd of June. Or whenever you see it, it's the right time for you to see it. Okay. Alrighty, so obviously focusing the remainder of this Mercury retrograde period, which has sort of got, quite a lot of the people in actually myself and everybody in my life as well, and my a lot of my private clients, they sort of like, oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. So I thought, let me actually sort of share a little bit of what's going on with you. The good thing is that on June the 22nd, with Mercury going direct, clarity is very much on the way. We're also going from the period from Gemini energy into the more sort of Cancerian energy, which is that fellow, water sign energy of yours. But before we do the reading, Pisces, let's connect in our heart space together. So if it's safe for you to close your eyes, please do so. Obviously, if it's not safe for you to close your eyes, please do not do so. We're just going to connect in our heart space with our beautiful crystal over here. I've got a piece of moldavite for you over there, just so, so as to encourage really all the most beautiful, amazing, magical, wonderful things to happen in your life. So we're going to welcome in our spirit guides, our guardians, our angels. We're going to breathe in together, then we're going to breathe out and release any sort of resistance. Okay, so that this reading can only serve you for the greatest good of all. So breathing in together, savoring that breath and releasing. There we go, beautiful. So I'm going to draw your tarot, but just before I do, I'm going to draw your law of attraction card to see what the law of attraction has got to say for you, Pisces. And if you've got any specific questions that's on your mind that you'd like to ask, at the end of the reading, I'm going to draw 3 cards for you to answer those questions for you. So maybe start thinking about those questions so long. Just saw a beautiful butterfly over there, which I love. Butterflies for me are a real symbol of strength and transformation and, being able to adapt to wonderful things. So 2 cards came out. I'm going to take this one. Okay. Not sure what the other one is. We're going to turn it upside down. We're not even going to look at it. Okay, let's see. What do we have for you? It says, as I am segment intending, I am attracting. So what is it that you want to have, So this is maybe your desire for your job. This is your desire for love. This is your desire for health or more time or with your family or to maybe find new love. And sometimes when it comes to manifesting or manifestation, we sort of throw everything together, almost like, throwing a whole lot of different fruit into a blender and just going, which could work out really, really well. But let's imagine we put one ingredient into that blender that doesn't sort of blend with everything else. Then it's very difficult to take that one ingredient. It's practically impossible to take it out again, because it's sort of like when you put too much salt in a pot of food. Once it's there, it's sort of there. You have to add more things in order to kind of eradicate, that sort of pungency over there. And so the first thing that I'd like to encourage you to do, Pisces, is to say, okay, so what it is that you want to have, focus on that thing, focus on that thing, focus on that thing. And then those things together, can then follow, kind of form that beautiful flow that it is that you might be looking for. Now, it's almost like when you go to the market for fruit, you don't just sort of step through the door and you say, oh, well, I want to make myself a smoothie, whatever you have, I'll just take it, and you just sort of like blindly walk past and just take stuff. You say, okay, now I want a pomegranate, I want a banana, those sort of things. What do you want? The pineapple, strawberries, oranges, whatever. You make sure that this one fruit is also this particular fruit that you want to have. It sort of lives up to your expectations, and you want to kind of do the same thing with energy, really. Okay. The reason also why you sort of want to get this clarity, when you look at sort of like June the 20th to 21st, that's when we have the solstice, which is sort of like the longest day, or if you're in my part of the world, which is Cape Town, South Africa, it's the longest night. But it's also the start of Cancer season, and the veil is very thin at this time. So you can start welcoming those nurturing vibes of Cancer, really, Pisces, which can serve you in wonderful ways, because it's a time where, sometimes with your emotions, you don't want to always feel them so much, because you might feel that you're too emotional, too over the top. Some people maybe frown upon that sort of thing, but this is a time where you can really open your heart and just feel. Okay, looking at the numbers over there for you. So number 5, in numerology, number 5 is a number of new beginnings. You know, when you look at sort of angel numbers, number 5 is a number, two things really, two profound things. It lets you know that what it is that you're looking for is busy happening. Just because you don't see it doesn't mean that it's not happening. And this is almost a space where the angels are saying, you know what, you can kind of relax, you can take it easy, you can take a little bit of a break. We got this. Okay. New beginnings, new spaces. Number 3 over there, it also speaks about your inner strength of who you are. Okay, let's see what it says in the back. It says the way you feel is your point of attraction. And so the value of segment intending is that you pause many times during your day. This is what, you know, I or the universe want and expect from the segment of your life of experience. So this is what you kind of say in this moment, you know, this is what I want, this is what I expect, this is what I welcome into my life, you know. And as you set for those powerful thoughts, you will attract into your experience of life what it is that you want. Okay, which deck of cards shall we use for you? All right, so we're going to use the Deviant Moon Tarot to draw your tarot, and then we're going to clarify using the Tarot of the Moon Garden. Both beautiful decks of cards, both of them gifts to me from beautiful subscribers of mine. So we've got number 1. I am such a blessed person. I'm so lucky. I am really so lucky. Just going to really draw. Okay, I thought that was coming out. What's happening? Do I take this? Okay, cool. Do I take this? Perfect. All right. Always good thing to check in with spirit. So what is the first card that came out for you? First of all cards in the upright position. So, you know, all headlines shining on brightly, beautifully, perfectly for you. In the recent past, there we've got number 5 again. We've got the 5 of Cups. And Cups is very much about the mirror reflection of the world that we live. So what's happening inside of you, Cups sort of reflects it outwards. Now, look at the symbology of this card. The moon is over there and the moon is full. And full moon is a powerful space of... it's almost like a magical space, really. It's this beautiful, incredible, you know, magical space. And obviously there with June the 10th, there's that new moon eclipse in Gemini, new beginning, you know, trusting divine timing. Gemini is all about communication, you know. So with that solar new moon eclipse, because eclipses are sort of magical in Gemini, I feel for you, Pisces, this is a space where you'll be able to communicate more clearly what it is that you'd like to have. You know, those things that you maybe don't want to hear, and maybe those kind of almost like figures of authority that is shouting at you, you should, you shouldn't, you know, which a lot of times is kind of like the voices from our childhood, the voices of our parents, you know, maybe of your ex or the boss or your teacher, whoever. There's a lot of those voices in your head that was causing almost sort of like emotional disturbances for many of you. And I see that you've released quite a lot of that. You were like, no more. And so where you are at the moment, I love this for you, where you are right now with the 8 of Wands. This is a space of harmony, of balance, of peace, of prosperity, of clarity. Okay, this is a space where you're not really afraid over here, you know, with this big sort of sharp weapon over here, which is normally what we imagine the Grim Reaper carrying. But, and this is the beautiful thing also, and especially some of you had to deal with loss of a loved one. If you did, I do send you lots of love, or maybe your job, or, you know, anything like that. This is you saying, you know what, I am gonna sort of allow myself to feel the emotions that is beneficial for me. You're building a beautiful relationship here with your emotions at this particular point in time. Okay, I just want to have a closer look. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely amazing. And also there with you know, this blackbird coming in here, because blackbirds is almost like, if you look at sort of like animal totems, it's a sign of protection, it's a sign of wisdom, of higher knowledge coming through this. There's clarity coming for you at the moment where you are. One thing you really want to focus on at the moment, Pisces, is emotional stability at the moment, that sense of peace, you know, having a coffee and really tasting the coffee, you know, going for a walk and really breathing the fresh air, if it's, you know, if it's something that is a good thing for you to do. Watching a movie and really being in the moment, laughing, really listening, a very present stage, and this is how this beautiful wisdom, there's a message here for you. There's a message, there's a very important message here for you. I feel that there's a life-changing message here for you. There's a message here, Pisces, that you don't want to miss. Okay, and you can only really receive that message in the space of quiet or silence. It's like me, for example, sometimes I have what I call sort of like a download when I work with my spiritual team, which call themselves Smile. And I can feel that it's there, and then sometimes I have to place myself in a calm space of meditation to have the download for the information to come through, which is always profound. Interestingly enough, I always feel that I don't have time to do this right now, but when I do it, everything changes. Heading towards you, or where you're going, the Nine of Wands. It's that fire is lighting up within you. You know, for many of you, it's almost like it was difficult to deal with the world. The world was too harsh for you. You had to wear masks, you know, you had to hide away. Maybe you needed to use all different sort of maybe products and ways to not feel your feelings, to not feel your emotions. Maybe you've kind of gone, you know, in certain directions to kind of build barriers of protection around you, you know, in the way that your body looks and what you wear and that sort of stuff. But those masks are coming off, which is so super fantastic. All right, let's clarify this for you. Let's clarify this for Pisces. Let's see what we have for you. What does Pisces need to know, please? Spirit guides and guardian angels, please guide my hands. Please use me as a clear conduit for the message to flow through. What does Pisces need to know? Spirit guides and guardian angels. Okay. I'm going to take one more from the top of the deck. Aha, okay. Alrighty. So, in the recent past, we have got the Five of Cups is clarified there by the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The Eight of Wands is clarified by the Ten of Swords in reverse. And the Nine of Wands is clarified by the Page of Cups. This is some awesome stuff. So first and foremost, here with your recent past, this is, you may not have realized this, but that emotional release that you started to do there in the past, letting go, not allowing others to sort of tell you who you are, to not determine your experience of life anymore, for you to just be yourself. That has actually rendered really beautiful results because it started you on a new path. I feel almost like you dodged a bullet that you may not even have been aware of. You got yourself in it's almost like you got some clarity there, got yourself in a beautiful space. You got some clarity over there, maybe for a direction that you're not supposed to be heading in. Okay. Then with the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords in reverse in your current energy, this is a bit of a resistance space over here. This is a bit of a holding on space over here. So you want to ask yourself, Pisces, what have you been holding on to? You know, maybe what thoughts have you been holding on to? Have you really been as kind recently to others and especially to yourself as, you know, as would have been most beneficial to you? It's time to release something here. It's time to release an expectation over here. Some of you are holding on to something and it's not really serving you in the best positive way. But also in the same token, you have also released quite a lot, and everything that you released is also helping this higher wisdom to come in. So this is not a space of you being at a loss. This is a space there with new moon of you actually being in a new beginning. Maybe you want to reflect a little bit back to the past about everything that you let go of there. You know, something I'm quite passionate in all my work that I do with my private clients is to get your voice back. You know, where have you lost your voice in life? And for some of you, you really started to get it back, but it's almost like still holding on. Oh, shame, I shouldn't do that. Oh, shame, I shouldn't do that. And it's beautiful to be, considerate of other people's feelings and emotions, but not really at the risk of yourself. You know, I've got a very simple rule in life that I follow. I will say yes to anything, and I'm a Sagittarius rising, so I like to say yes to new stuff, try new stuff. My communication is in Gemini. If you don't know where your placements are, there's a free natal chart option down below in the description. So I like new things. I do. But, you know, in the same token, you want to sometimes ask yourself, this new thing that I want to do here right now, am I doing it from a space of because I want to have a new experience, because I have a positive experience? Or might it be that there's this one sort of thing that I'm still trying to keep in my life and maintain in my life, which may not be the best thing for you to keep around? Okay. Energy heading towards you. So, but this is, sorry, Gemini, Gemini, my apologies. Pisces, just before I continue, I just want to also let you know that, you generally quite in tune with your emotions and your sort of like your intuition, and some of you might feel that that's a little bit off at the moment. But as we go forward in June the 25th, Neptune goes retrograde, which is quite a thing. That veil sort of lifts. You get that intuition thing back. So if some of you are concerned about that, you're getting it back, and you're getting it back in a beautiful way, because it's, first of all, we have on the 22nd that Mercury goes retrograde, and also that's obviously when Cancer season starts. And that's it brings you a lot of clarity about a lot of things that you might have been wondering about. Okay. And of course, there's that super full moon in Capricorn, sort of mixed energies on the 24th of June. But it's a good time for you to ground and to center and, to sort of, whatever your practice is for grounding, and you can really do that. That should really, really help you, so that when it comes to June the 25th, you are so ready for it. Okay. Heading towards you, the Nine of Wands there with the Page of Cups. This is you, as you're releasing this mask, it's like people are beginning to see you in a brand new way, in a way that they may not actually have seen you before. There's something really incredible that's heading your way over here, which I absolutely, absolutely love for you, Pisces. You can look forward to some really amazing things heading your way. Okay. Now, this is the space that I said that you can ask. I think I told you about this, that you can ask 3 questions at the end of the reading. So any 3 questions that you have, Pisces, you can ask, and I'm going to draw some cards for you for that. Okay. I'd like to see in the comments if that resonates with you. So whatever question you have on your mind, Pisces, just focus on your question. Spirit guides and guardian angels, please guide my hands. Abundance. Abundance is heading your way. For whatever you were focusing on, be open to the idea that whatever it is that you were focusing on, that the experience itself can actually be better than you have imagined. Remember, as it said there in the beginning, as I am segment intending, I am attracting. So one thing that you really want to focus on at this particular point in time, Pisces, is what is it that you really want. Also with 5 + 3 there equals 8. It's about infinity, which is about abundance. Okay. Now, second question. Let's see. Second question. So a little bit in reverse, but it says, if you believe, maybe there's something that you would really like to have a resolution to, and you don't really see how that will come about. Surrender it to the universe, surrender it to the higher power, let the universe take care of this one for you. Okay. And that one came right out for your third one. It says that it's up to you. It went a little bit on the side. So here's a possibility maybe for a connection, but it's entirely up to you if you open yourself for that heart, mind, and soul. Okay. Pisces, I hope that helps. If it does resonate with you, I really appreciate you liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing the video. Remember to hit that notification bell if you're going to subscribe. Also, if you're interested in having a personal reading with me where we focus on your specific energy, please send me an email. My email address is down below in the description. We also, if you're interested in becoming a tarot reader yourself, my detailed online tarot reading course gives you lifetime access, and there's a link down below in the description for that. See you next time. Bye.